The drama, starring Robert Pattinson as Charlie and Zendaya as Emma, is a comedy drama movie revolving around one interesting little twist, which is what if the person that you were going to marry revealed a secret so dark you no longer wanted to go through with it? And this leads to very funny and interesting scenes. So I'm going to get into spoilers. Zendaya's character Emma reveals that when she was a teenager, she planned a school shooting and she was going to go through with it. But unfortunately, there was a school shooting at a mall nearby and they kind of beat her to the punch. So then afterwards, she kind of, almost in an ironic twist, got kind of pulled into this gravity of being a gun rights or a gun control advocate. And she did marches and protests and all these things. So she basically took what she was going to do, and then, regardless of her feelings about it, she did good work out of it to improve the world for the better. And the other people who reveal their secrets in that scene don't get better. They just have either they laugh about the bad things they did or they're shameful, but that's it. They didn't do anything to improve themselves, and Emma's character did. So in the movie, there's these funny scenes where like they're talking to the photographer, and the photographer's like, "Okay, we're gonna shoot grandma and grandpa, then we're gonna shoot mom and dad, right?" And you know, in the audience, and you know, with Charlie's character and Emma, they're kind of twinging in this kind of awkward cringe of like, "Oh my God, they keep saying we're gonna shoot everyone." Emma knows what Charlie's thinking. Charlie knows what Emma's thinking. Charlie's thinking about his whole family getting shot at this like, you know, gun rampage scene of a wedding, right? And those scenes are phenomenal. Watching the movie is a great audience experience in the theater. The problem is the movie does not elevate that conversation in any meaningful way. It doesn't take the conversation to another level. It simply just ends with that. There is no thematic send-off. There's too many themes in the movie that just seemingly go nowhere. And ultimately, it just kind of lands in, let's start over. That's how the movie ends, is that they just simply pretend that even though that they're married, they're meeting each other for the first time. And that doesn't really hold true because they haven't processed or resolved the conflict. And something that I think is interesting about this movie is that it brings light to a subject of homicidal ideation, that people in society have negative thoughts and they want to hurt people, but they don't, and they choose not to every day. And that's an uncomfortable truth for these other normies to accept. But the movie, other than bringing that to light, does nothing with it at all. There's no debate, there's no argument. Everyone just views Emma as evil, even though everyone else around her is actually far worse than her and terrible. And it creates this kind of awkward sense that the film isn't aware of what it's actually doing and only is aware of making cringe, awkward scenes for the audience to laugh at, ultimately. So, kind of a 0 out of 10, ultimately. But good first time watch.